Billie Jean and Mama with Granny Pat too gather round the table, wishing love anew. Valentine's joy, laughter.
Well, hello everybody. It is afternoon time. Well, it's 6 o'clock. I just got back from the grocery store. The only thing I got on sale today was a Frontier loaf of bread for $1.99. That's okay, because we can always use bread. I got cilantro. I got a cabbage. I didn't want to buy that big pan of carrots, package of carrots, so I just buy these baby carrots that's already peeled and like you put on a vegetable tray. But I needed them for this recipe that Mama wanted. I'll tell y'all the story about it. Of course, we watch Grandma Lois and we love her to death, and she acknowledges us and we acknowledge her, but Mother saw today, isn't this pretty? This is a beautiful array here, isn't it? Look at that. Let me pour it in, pull it in there and let y'all see. Isn't that nice, the way that looks? The colors. So Mother was watching Grandma Lois today, and I came through and she said, sit down here a minute and watch what Lois is cooking. Well, it was a cabbage with carrots and onions, and I went ahead and bought the Eckrich Polish sausage. They had Earl Campbell's, but they were out of the regular, which I usually buy, and it's a lot of sausage. I thought, we don't need that much sausage, so I'm just going to do this today. Of course, I wanted a little cilantro in mine. So today's video is we're doing Grandma Lois Bayard Rice's video, because Mama said that's what I want. So there I go, getting the car to go down there. Let me get my camera in. So that's what we're going to have, and I think it would be good, y'all, as you know who says. But I'm going to get this kind of put together here. I got to get an onion, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I kind of got everything put together here. Let me get this onion cut. I use an old bag so I don't get all that over the stove. And I just cut it on that, and peel it in that, and pitch it in the trash, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I could be more conservative with that onion, but I'm not going to mess with that peel. Granny Lois, she didn't like messing with hers either from what I saw today. So now we've got that. Now we can just take our little bag and lay it there just in case we want to do something else. Let me get this. I'm going to turn on my stove in my Instapot. I'm going to put some little bit of the sweet cream butter into the Instapot. I'm doing this a little different than Grandma Lois, but it's similar. And I'll just get that kind of up and going. I want these in bigger chunks. I'm just going to put them in my pot. This is an old Texas, well, an old honey, I guess, pork sausage recipe. I made this before, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that Grandma Lois liked it also. I'm going to take my cilantro, and I'm going to get my chop knife, and I'm just going to chop this cilantro. I could have used one of the little chopping mats and I didn't even think about it. I'll just put that down in there. Grandma Lois was using some of that slappy mama stuff that I've heard Brenda Gant say she used, but I don't have any. I don't even know what it is, so I'll just not slap my mama and just put Billie Jean stuff in there today. And I do have some of this page in, and I've never opened it. Somebody gave me this, and I've never really tried this. Have y'all tried this? Let's see what. Kind of a salty. I'll put a little in there and see. But it's kind of a lime flavor. That's kind of good, matter of fact. Yeah, that's pretty good. I've never used it. I'm going to put just a hair of paprika in there. Get that kind of stirred around. Just so you can get those flavors. Go ahead and put our carrots in. Put our carrots down in there. Get some of our flavor on them. We'll go ahead and put salt in it. A little pepper. Okay, let me turn that burner off because I'm about through with it. I just wanted to prepare this and get that oil on these vegetables. Now, we'll go ahead and get a cabbage cut. I'll cut around that kind of go sideways, and I can cut out that core. Okay, that goes in our junk bag. Now, I'm just gonna cut this, put it in there. I'd wash this and cabbage is so good for you. So good for you. I'm not doing too pretty job of this, but I'm trying to get it where it'll fit in here and not get so emaciated. Let's put that one in our bag. And we might be able to do it. I might have a whole cabbage. If I'm going to cook this, I want to have a whole cabbage so we can eat on it, as Grandma Lois said, for a few days. If anything like that's possible. Y'all know that strawberry cake was so damn good. That I didn't figure there'd be any left. But there is, of course, because I don't eat that much. Okay. Let me get my knife cleaned off there and get that taken care of. Get this mess, Billie Jean's mess. I had the stove all clean, you know. Then he comes in and messes up. Messy. Said, Gene, you're so messy. Swear. I cleaned all my knobs and stuff on the stove this morning. And by the time I get through, I'll have to clean it all again. That's okay. As Grandma Lois says, I'm just having fun. Well, I am having fun. I love when we eat, when we have stuff to eat. Now, Grandma Lois put in, hold on just a minute. Grandma Lois put in her broth. She uses that, and I've got some of it, because I bought some, and I don't know where it is. I may have discarded it. But she uses that pollo or chicken powder, chicken bouillons or whatever. But that's got too much salt. So I buy this reduced sodium. I can't have all that salt, neither does Mother need it. So we don't use bouillon powder. That's the only difference that I'm doing in this recipe and Grandma Lois didn't do, because we do not need that sodium, and that stuff is full of sodium. You just look on the package. So I'm going to add about a cup of, I'm just going to add it over, about a cup of this low sodium, about like that. That's about a cup. And we're going to put this in our Instapot. And now, Grandma Lois put hers on, she said on the recipe, on the video, she said put it on 2 minutes, but all right, now then, I've got several things I'm cooking. I've got to get our sausage, which I have here. Now, see, that's one good thing I liked about Grandma Lois's recipe, is that you can do this separate. So, you don't, if you needed to do more sausage, let's say the next day or the next day, you don't have to cook it all at once in your Instapot. So you could have your cabbage with cornbread, not have to have this sausage in it, because these sausages have a lot of sodium in them also, so you have to be careful. There's a low sodium, but I wouldn't eat them. I would never eat them. They don't have no flavor. They're like cardboard. Don't want that. So now I'm going to put this. Grandma Lois put hers in the microwave. But I'm just going to saute mine in this skillet and have it as a side. I call it a dip-on dish. I just want to get the flavor in those, so I'm going to turn that on because I'm going to use this pan anyway to make my cornbread. That's another thing I'm doing that Grandma Lois I don't think did, is make me some cornbread. So I'll just kind of saute this and get the grease in this pan, and that'll flavor the cornbread too. We'll just get that up and going, and while I'm waiting on that, let's see, while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to some sugar. Here's my little sugar. I'll need that. And let me get me a I'll get this pampered chip. Excuse me, my throat's acting crazy again today, y'all. It's probably the allergies. Probably those allergies. Let me get the flour. Okay, I got it. Let me get my pampered chef bread bowl. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put turn that down, Billy Jean. I'm going to put about 2 cups of cornmeal. That's about 1. That's about 2 cups of cornmeal. Now I'm going to get a half cup flour. Let me give it some salt. I'm going to put a teaspoon of salt in this today. Teaspoon of salt. Get my bread put up. Get my bread put up there. Okay, let me get my aluminum-free baking powder. And with this big pan, this bowl, I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of aluminum-free baking powder. We'll mix that around. Make sure you mix your ingredients, because I've told y'all if you don't, that baking powder will make your bread bitter if it's not mixed in there with your other stuff. Okay, that's mixed pretty good there. Let's put us an egg in there, 1 egg. Put 1 egg in there. Put 1 cup of milk, but let me make a little well and mix my egg a little bit. And I'm just going to put my milk in there. And then there's that kitty cat. One of them cats. They're coming. They're still in because y'all, it's still cold. It's about, I don't know, 14 degrees or something like that. I knew I was going to have to add water to this, and that's my trick of doing it, is if my cornbread is too thick, then I add my water to it. Let's get that in there. Let me get these out of there, then I'll put those are browned nicely. See how those are browned good? Let's get us a bowl. I'll get the spatula out. Get those out of there. That'll just kind of give it a little more of a flavor than if I put them in the microwave. So that's fine though. That'll be good, just like that. All right, let me get my water. I'm gonna get hot water now. Y'all have to out of the dispenser. We'll probably need about a cup at least a cup. That'll swell that cornmeal up. That's the way you can do it. If your cornbread's too dry, just put water. It'll bake out. My grandmother always told me that. I didn't know it. Never learned it anywhere else but from her. So let's just we'll try half a cup first. I thought I'd put a little of that cilantro into that cornbread because it would give it and I had a few pieces. I just like it in there. I love crackling cornbread, but I don't have no cracklings right now. Let me turn my skillet down. Okay. That'll just give it a little good flavor. I've made cornbread with this sausage too. So you can do a lot of things. Let's get that off there. Let's do that. Wipe my knife off. Okay. Now then, I just want to put a little of that down in my cornbread for flavor. Since we've already got it in there. It's hot, so let me get my deal to pick it up. I'm going to put that in my small oven at 400 degrees. I'm going to bake it at 400. I hear the pressure cooker. 400. Let's do it for about 15 minutes on convection. Then that'll get that fluffed up and we'll have our cornbread done. We get some of this mess cleaned up with this wet rag. I got stuff in my bowl and get this cleaned up. Get this cleaned up. I forgot my little bit of sugar in my cornbread, but that's okay. I'm not going to redo it right now. Because I'm about to starve to death, y'all. Mama said, "You're always hungry." I said, "I know it. I don't know why, but I am." And that's okay, too, if you like being hungry. Then you better eat. If you're hungry, you better eat. In this house, we eat. Mama don't eat a lot. And I'll put my chicken broth back in the icebox so I can use it later. And we got the cornbread in, and we got the cabbage in, and we got the sausage done for Grandma Lois's recipe. And we'll be back when all this seems to get better. Well, I'm going to go ahead and instantly release that pot. Then we'll pull that out here. Let me get my crank on my trivet up because I don't want to break it. And I'm going to put my cornbread back a little bit. I guess what I could do while we were talking here is I can go ahead and cut us a piece or two of cornbread and butter it. Because you can't do cornbread without butter. You know, gotta have your butter. Oh, that's some good cornbread, y'all. That's some good cornbread. Now I may let that cool a little bit because that's some good cornbread. I don't want to burn my hand. So we'll just set that. But there's our cornbread. Came out good. Got our summer sausages there. Let me get Mother a plate. Let me get Mother a plate. I always fix her a plate on, well, you know, that's a big plate. Well, I probably need it because the cabbage is kind of large, so we'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. We mix this butter into our sausages. Those are still hot. Pretty sure, yeah, they're hot. This would have been good if I had put, but I want to do it just like Grandma Lois because that's what Mother wanted. Mother gets what she wants, and I would have put some potatoes in with this. I think I did last time. Okay, our pot has unlocked itself, so now maybe I can get in here. I'll give it just a second. Well, it sure smells delicious. Let me get us a pot holder. And we'll take that out and see what that looks like. Well, it looks pretty nice. Let's get our tongs and just kind of check down there because we want our, oh, the carrots are good. Everything's good. That's good, y'all. And I probably only need to leave it in there like Grandma Lois about, I'd say, it says 2 minutes, but I'm not sure. We just tried to experiment because I plan to make this more often since Mother said she really would like it. And if anything Mother will eat, I'm going to make because that's just what I'm going to do. So let me get this little Farberware froggy thing. And we will dish some of that cabbage out there. Let me get on down there and get some little bit of onion. Maybe a little carrots. Get some of those carrots. I'm all about, always have been about presentation of things. So I want to make these just a little bit, they're hot, but I can put it on there. I just want a few there on top. Just to give the appearance. That was mixed together. See that just kind of looks nice when you present your presentation of that. You probably won't eat even the top and the bottom, but I'm going to lay it just like that. A little butter on the top like this. So there is our, thanks to Grandma Lois recipe, that's what I'm going to call it. We got our summer sausage, our cabbage, onions, and carrots. And this is going to be our meal this evening. If y'all were here, you could have a bite to eat with us. Then afterwards, we'd have strawberry cake. We'll talk to you soon. God bless you. God bless the United States because we do need it. Bye-bye.